Sometimes the best film school is to go out and shoot, but in the meantime, you can watch. In these videos, we will dissect, study, and review films. Welcome to Zachary's Film School. As you all know, in a few days, The Last Jedi will drop. Here are a couple of films that actually inspired Rian Johnson for The Last Jedi. The Bridge on the River Kwai. The film takes place in a Japanese prison camp where prisoners are instructed and commanded to finish a bridge over the River Kwai. If you haven't seen this film, I highly recommend it. This is a great film to study and to learn from. You can watch this film on Amazon Prime. I bought it for about $2 or $3. This film does a really good job with using the soundtrack to help mold the story. This film also has a great example on how to create a scene that breathes.
I am declaring a general amnesty. You and your officers may return to your quarters. As part of this amnesty, it will not be necessary for officers to do manual labor.
A scene that has silence, tension, and emotion. The overall tone of this film is very raw, gritty, and you get a real sense of place. You can kind of picture yourself being there. As a war film, you get these themes of being a prisoner of war. In the face of evil, in the face of suffering, what do? Do you stand for honor? Do you fend for yourself? These are the themes of Bridge on the River Kwai. This movie also does a really good job with shifting the pace and the tension from one plot to another. It's always moving and always changing, and it keeps the film interesting. Also, without revealing too much, this film is incredibly brilliant in the whole plot device of colliding objectives. Will Luke have a certain objective that's against what Rey's all about? I'm really excited to see exactly how Rian's going to adapt some of the tones from this film into The Last Jedi. I think we can expect a more gritty, more dark Star Wars film. Another film that Rian Johnson suggested was 3 Outlaw Samurai, which came out in 1964. Now, this was one of the first classic Japanese films that I've watched. You can watch this film on Filmstruck, which is a streaming service of a lot of classic films. This film has a great sense of using dark and light values. Most of the film takes place at night, and you can see that using light can really shape how you want your audience to feel. Tension, fear, dread. I think the biggest thing that Rian will use from this film is the swordplay. These guys are going at it. There's a certain fight scene in the woods where these samurai assassin type characters are literally just taking people out, one strokes. There's also a fight scene at the very end that is just very engaging. Although all the swordplay in the film is very quick and there's a lot of movement and it seems to be sporadic and uncontrolled, the very last samurai battle scene is very still. I think it's going to be really cool to see this implemented in The Last Jedi, specifically with Rey and other fighters and possibly seeing Finn fight again. It's going to be really exciting to see this samurai type style of fighting used in a Star Wars film. I'm super excited to see The Last Jedi. I think it's going to be a really, really excellent film and may even set the tone for future sci-fi films. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, and catch you next time. Stay creative.